What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another trade recap. Today I took two trades. The first one was a break even, and the second one was a win. So let's just get right into it and I'll explain everything. Alright, so we always start off on the daily time frame. And today didn't really tell me much because we were just at pretty much near all-time highs. Or actually, we were at all-time. Yeah, we were like somewhere there, and the daily time frame isn't going to tell me much. So moving on to the 4-hour time frame, we had two key draws on liquidity. We had this one right here, which is also Asian high, and this swing 4-hour low, right? So we were at market open, we were drawing towards one of those. And to determine which one we're drawing towards, we got to zoom into the lower time frames, see what happens there, to then give us an idea of what the higher time frames will do. Something to add on to that as well is that we have London and Asian resting highs above here. So there is a slight more chance that price is going to target those and it's going to play out bullish. So same with the 1 hour, we just have, these kind of resting highs up here, these here. So what really led me to determine my bias was when I zoomed in here to the 1 minute and at market open, I got this bearish SMT where NQ swept out this 1 hour low, and it also swept out London low, and also swept out this 1 hour low, whereas ES didn't do any of those. Right? We created two bullish SMTs. So from there, I obviously had this low time frame 15-minute draw as a liquidity to get swept out, so I wanted to be in a trade before that. Because we got our manipulation lower. And now in order for us to continue higher, I need to wait for the bearish price action to get disrespected so that bullish price action can start forming. So we see this 1 minute inverse fair value gap. I entered there, stops on there. This was my break-even point. This was my TP1 and this was my TP2. Price was just chopping around here a lot, and then I got stopped out at break-even. But the reason why I re-entered it was because NQ was just trending so much higher when ES was moving sideways, even though it was the lower index and it was higher up at this point. So I had these drawn liquidity as I was confident, and I knew that NQ was going to take them out, and so ES then had to also follow. And I couldn't catch a good entry here on NQ, so I decided to switch it to ES and try and find something there. But I was obviously waiting for something more higher confluence, so I zoomed out to the 5-minute time frame, and I simply waited for this 5-minute CISD to get broken, which happened here. We closed here. I entered, and the stops, they were a little bit questionable. They were on this random wick. I mean, they were pretty wide, so that's fine, whatever. And I entered there, and I only had one TP, this Asian high, and then this 1 hour high was my break-even point. And yeah, the full buys played out both on NQ and on ES. And it's literally all I have to say. See you guys in the next one.